morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes. Have we done the question answer of chapter 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you listening me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Kindly reply.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you listening me properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you done the all the question answer of chapter 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you any problem?
No.
And we have started lesson 2, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Uh, did you complete your question answer of lesson 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Kindly send it to Moodle. Now we are at page number 26. Reversible and irreversible changes. Am I right? Yes. We are
Yes, ma'am.
on the topic reversible and irreversible changes. Reversible and irreversible changes. In this, a change is reversible if the substances can be brought back to their original form after the occurrence of the change. See, we from ice on heating or melt, when ice melt, it change into water. If and water change into vapor, right? But when vapor condense, is it cool down and come back to the water state, liquid state. And when water cool in a particular temperature, it change into ice. So this is the way in which we can get back the substances after the changing of product. See, when ice melt, it change into water, and we can again get back ice with changing the water into ice by cooling down it. The changes of reversible is indicated by this arrow. It means from this substance it change into this, and from this it also change into this substance. This is called the reversible changes. Same here, when vapor cool down, it change into water. When water gets heat, and it change into vapor. So this type of changes in which we can get the substances again. This type of change is known as reversible changes. The sublimation of any sublimate. Can you give any sublimate substance of sublimation. Yes, we have done this in chapter 1. When sublimate heat a substance which is sublimate like ammonium chloride, it directly change into vapor. Ammonium chloride is in solid state. When we heat ammonium chloride, it directly change into vapor. And this vapor on cooling down again change into solid ammonium chloride. So this type of reaction in which we can get back the original substances is known as reversible changes. It is clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, irreversible change.
Yes, ma'am.
In this changes, we cannot get back the original substance after changing them. Here is an example, burning of paper. After burning it, it's a paper. After burning it, can we get back this paper again?
No, ma'am.
So when changes, after the changes, we cannot get back the original substance. This type of change is known as irreversible changes, because after burning this, we get ash and smoke. We cannot get back paper with smoke and ash. We cannot get back. So this type of changes are known as irreversible changes. In this, we cannot get back the original substances. And here, new substances are formed. Ash and smokes are new substances. There are so many examples of irreversible changes, like souring of milk. When milk change into curd, can we get back from curd to milk?
No.
So this type of changes in which we cannot get back the original substances again is known as irreversible changes. Like so many examples over here, breaking of glass tumbler, we cannot get the particular tumbler again. Then germination of seed, after germinate, we cannot get back the original seed. Cooking of food, after making chapati, we cannot get back flour, right? So this type of changes are known as irreversible changes. The another thing is physical change and chemical change. Physical and tell me, ice and water, right? And milk change into curd. Here is the composition of water and ice are same. The taste of ice and water is same, but the taste of milk and curd is different, right? This type of change, when the only state, shape and size is changed, are known as physical change. In this change, only the state solid to liquid shape, it's a cube, and here is a no shape. Shape and size of a particular substance can change, but the composition of its constituents are not changed. This type of change are known as physical change. suppose the substance is undergoing the change, is not changed. The taste of water is not changed here, but here the shape of water and ice change. No new substances is formed. There is no new substance is formed. Water and ice are the same. No new substance is formed. But milk and curd, there is a change. The composition and new substance is formed. Milk is another thing and curd is another thing. Only the color, shape and size of the substances may change. The color of milk and curd is same, but milk is liquid, but curd is semi-liquid or semi-solid. We can say that semi-solid. So this type of changes, when the taste is changed, color, composition of a particular thing is changed, is known as chemical change. Same here, the burning of paper. See in burning of paper. We get ash and smoke. Yes. From burning of paper, we get ash and smoke. There is a great change. There is a change. Ash and smoke are totally different from the paper. So the composition of paper is different from the composition of ash and smoke. This type of changes are known as chemical changes. New substances are formed. Ash and smoke are new substances. When new substances are formed, are called chemical change. Here is an example. Conversion of water into ice and water conversion into the steam are physical changes, because ice and steam cannot be converted back into, can be converted back into the water. Then breaking of chalk. Breaking of chalk. In this, there is a piece of chalk. When it changes, when we break it, we get small pieces of chalk. But the composition of this chalk and these pieces of chalk, composition of these pieces are the same. No new substance is formed. Only the size of chalk is changed. Here is a long piece of chalk, but here is a small pieces of chalk. But the all things are same in both the thing. So it is a physical change, but burning of chalk is a chemical change. Then glowing of an electric bulb. When we on and off bulb, it is also a physical change, because there is no change on and off of the bulb. Then molding of clay or kneading of flour is a physical change. Molding of clay and kneading of flour is also a physical change. Magnetizing an iron nail is a physical change. These are the example of physical change, because no new substance is formed. Then powdering of sugar is also a physical change. A cube of crystal of sugar, when we powder it, on pushing it, we get the small pieces of, very small piece, fine pieces of it. There is a powder, but the taste of this crystal and taste of this powder is the same. This type of change is known as physical change. Drying of cloth is also a physical change. This is all about the physical change. Have a look at a chemical change. It is clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
In chemical change, new substances are formed. The new substances are formed which is totally different from its original substance. Properties of substances before and after the change. Chemical change. Here is new substances are formed. The properties of substance is changed before and after the change. Then change is brought permanently and irreversible changes. It is irreversible. We cannot get back the original substance from the product. These are the properties of chemical changes. In this, we can get new substances, and the property of new substances is different from the property of original substances. And this change is permanent change because we cannot get back the original substance from the after the change. Here is an example: burning of paper. Take a small piece of paper, burn it with matchstick. What do we observe? We get carbon dioxide, water vapor, and ash. There is a burning of paper. Burning of paper. We know all burning things require oxygen, and it react with oxygen. It change into carbon dioxide, ash, and smoke. And these are the different things from this paper and oxygen. And we cannot get back again paper and oxygen. So this type of change is known as chemical change, and it is irreversible. Burning of wood is also chemical change because we cannot get back the wood and oxygen again. During burning of wood, new substances like the smoke are produced which have properties different from the wood. Same here, the rusting of iron. The another example is rusting of iron. Rusting of iron. In this, iron means ferrous. Iron react with oxygen and water. When iron in atmosphere, there is a oxygen in atmosphere, and in availability of water, it get rusted and it forms iron oxide. This is a permanent change. We cannot get back the original iron from this. Rusting convert the gray solid iron into reddish brown powder solid, which cannot be magnetized since the property of rust are different from iron. This is also a chemical change. Next is burning of magnesium. A piece of magnesium, a magnesium is a element. A piece of magnesium ribbon is heated in a flame. It burns with dazzling light. It shining light, burn with shining light. And produce white powder of magnesium oxide. Same here, all the thing which is burning require oxygen, and after burning this it produces carbon dioxide. So these are the example of chemical changes. Again, the souring of milk is a chemical change. There is a different quality the milk and curd have. Milk is sweet, whereas curd is sour in taste. Is a semi-solid state. Milk is in liquid state and curd is in semi-solid state. Souring of milk is a reversible change. It's a permanent change. So it is a chemical change. Burning of candle. We have to understand this. There is both the changes in burning of candle. See, burning of candle. There is both the changes in this one thing. Two changes we can see. One is physical change. Physical change is happen only in wicks. Wicks of candle melt and it change into liquid wicks. After cooling this liquid wicks, it change into wax again. So there is a no change the property of this wax and property of this wax. So only individual melting of wax. The whole process is known as melting of wax. Melting of wax is a physical change, but burning of candle is a chemical change. It is clear how the melting of wax is a physical change. It is clear to you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. There is a two changes in burning of candle. First is physical changes, and it is melting of wax. Melting of wax is a physical change, but burning of candle is a chemical change. See, the second change is chemical change. Burning of candle. Anything which burn, it required oxygen, and due to this it forms smoke, light, carbon dioxide, and melt wicks of candle. These are the product we get on burning the candle. See, so this type of new substances are formed, carbon dioxide, smoke. So burning of candle is a chemical change, but melting of wicks is a physical change. Burning produces carbon dioxide and moisture which pass into the atmosphere. This directly go into the atmosphere. Therefore, burning of a candle is a irreversible changes because we cannot get back candle from the gas and moisture formed during the burning process. We cannot get the candle after this reaction. So burning of candle is a chemical change, but melting of candle is a physical change. Cooking of food is also chemical change. On cooking, when food is cooked, many complex carbohydrates are broken down into simpler sugar. The starch, carbohydrate change their structure and they change into simpler substances. Many water soluble vitamin and fat soluble vitamin are destroyed on heating. The texture of food stuff change which cannot be reversed. See, when we boil potato, before the boiling and after the boiling, the texture is changed and the composition of both the potatoes is also changed because change in their starch and sugar and extra which they have. So cooking of food is also chemical change and irreversible changes. There is a difference between physical and chemical changes. Only physical state like size, shape are changed. Both in this chemical change, physical and chemical property of the substance are changed. Both the changes are required in this. Original substance does not lose its identity. There is no change before the reaction and after the reaction of that particular substance. Molecular composition of substances remain unchanged. But in chemical change, new substances are formed and the chemical property of original substance and after the after the reaction new substances are changed. Physical change, no new substances are formed. In chemical changes, the new substances are formed. Physical changes are temporary changes and in many cases the original state is get back again or restored. But in chemical change is permanent and we cannot get back the original substance. Examples are changing of water into ice and burning of paper. These are the example. Have a look at a worksheet. Complete the following sentences as per instruction. Classify the above changes as desirable or undesirable. Breaking of glass, a desirable or undesirable change?
Undesirable.
Yes, undesirable because we do not want to break the glass. Then classify the above change is reversible or irreversible. Melting of ice,
Reversible.
reversible. Then rusting of iron is a chemical or physical change?
Chemical.
Right answer. It's a chemical change. C. Day and night formation. The formation of day and night is a periodic or non-periodic?
Periodic.
Periodic. It occurs after a fixed interval of time. The first is undesirable. Second is reversible. Third one is chemical change. And fourth is periodic. Have a look at the fill in the blanks. See, changes which take place by nature are known as?
Natural changes.
Right answer. natural change. The second one is changes which are harmful to us are known as undesirable. Harmful. We do not want to change this change. So they are known as undesirable. Changes which take longer duration of time. Longer duration of time. It means, yes, slow change. It takes too much time to complete completion. So it takes too much time. So it is known as slow change. Magnetizing of an iron nail is a physical changes.
यदि इधर लिया यार
New
दूसरा थोड़ी नहीं
new
वो चेंज कर
substances
दिया
are
कवर
formed.
दूसरा लगा दिया पहले जो व्हाइट कवर था ना
Who is talking? New substances are formed during a
Chemical change.
Yes. Now it is complete.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you any problem?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No,
Answer the
ma'am.
following question based on the diagram. A, B, C. Here is A, B, C. You have to write their name. The substance which is in the dish. What is this? It's a
Iodine crystal.
no. It's a ammonium chloride. A is ammonium chloride and B is sand because we heat it on sand. And the third one is sublimate, vapor of ammonium chloride. These are the three names of
And we cannot see, you can do.
okay, I will. It is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
The A is NH4Cl ammonium chloride.
Ma'am.